Hello everyone, my name is Gwen. Welcome to Chocolate Time Recipes and Inspirations. The holidays are coming and I have a wonderful recipe that is absolutely yummy for your cookie bakes. Chocolate chip shortbread, and it will melt in your mouth and it will be a real hit for anyone in your household or your friends. So, our inspiration for today, I have a wonderful board game that is so much fun to play. The name of the game is Sequence, and you can play with 6 people, 8 people, but it's a really nice way of gathering people at your table so that you can enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, and board games are a wonderful way of doing this. Sequence is easy enough that it's not terribly challenging, but it's still interesting enough that it'll be engaging for anyone playing the game. So, Sequence might be a nice Christmas gift too for family or friends. Okay, our recipe. What are the ingredients? You will need 1 cup of butter, half a cup of icing sugar, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, so half a teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 cups of flour, and half a cup of miniature chocolate chips. This, as I say, this recipe, the reason that I really like this chocolate chip shortbread recipe is that some shortbreads are dry and crumbly and they don't melt. This one is tender and it melts in your mouth, and it's really very pretty, and it's such a nice gift or just nice to have at your table. So how do we do it? We're going to first of all add the butter, and make sure the butter is room temperature, not melted. That's very important. And half a cup of the icing sugar. One of the things I learned about making really good shortbread is that you want it to melt in your mouth. The way to do that is you have to whip it. You have to whip it really well. So we are going to beat it for 3 minutes. The butter and the icing sugar. Okay, a reminder, the oven should be set at 325 so that you cook it at a low temperature, and when you're beating it, beat it at high, so or whip it. If you'll notice, we've done this for 3 minutes, that it almost looks like whipped cream. It's light and fluffy. So now we are going to add more ingredients. We're going to add the half a cup of cornstarch, half a teaspoon of vanilla, shortbread is such a nice Christmas tradition, and if you have a recipe that is fail-proof and delicious, you will make many people happy. Okay, so I have added the flour and all those ingredients. I am going to beat it at high for 3 minutes again. So we have whipped this for 3 minutes twice, but it makes a difference because this is so light and fluffy. We are making very tender cookies that will melt in your mouth. So I have added the half a cup of miniature chocolate chips, and it doesn't take long to stir them in. I've just used the spatula, and now we are ready to put them in the oven shortly. So I have a baking sheet. I'm going to spray on some cooking spray. And we're just going to drop these cookies onto the baking sheet. Now, this makes 2 dozen cookies. So if you use a tablespoon to kind of measure out the amount, it should work well. Okay, so this made exactly 2 dozen cookies. They look so good. I will put them in the oven for 20 minutes at 325. The thing to remember about shortbread is you do not want to overcook them. And they'll come out white, but don't worry about that because they'll be a tiny bit golden on the bottom. So I'm putting them in the oven, 20 minutes. Here we are. We have beautiful cookies that you will be able to use for Santa Claus. You can leave them out the night before, your family, the friend, or a cookie exchange. They are so good. They melt in your mouth. You'll notice they're white on top and lightly golden on the bottom. So that is so good. It melts in your mouth. I really enjoy sharing these recipes with you. Thank you for joining me at Chocolate Time, and here's to you.